Hi, this is Abha and from Adgali, and today I have with me Mr. Vikas Gupta. Vikas Gupta, sir, has over 25 years of industry experience. He is the managing director and group CEO of VLCC. As we all know, VLCC is a leading and trusted beauty and personal care brand in India. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Abba. Nice to meet you.
Same here, sir. Lovely to meet you.
And
Sir,
call me Vikas.
yeah. So firstly, I would like to like VLCC since I was a child. So, I have been going to VLCC since so many years. So it has a long journey. So how has been the journey for the brand actually?
I think it's been a very fruitful journey. And like you said, I think, the brand has had, a long journey. So 35 years now and
Mhm.
counting. My belief is that brands take, a long time to get built. It
Yeah.
actually takes minimum of a generation for a
Mhm.
brand to really earn the kind of trust and awareness and that ambassadorship from the consumers. So I think VLCC has that legacy behind it of 35 years of this journey. And I think the brand started, the credit goes to the founder, Vandana Luthra. I mean, her vision was always to
Yes.
create a beauty platform which is built on science. So the first clinic that she opened, which was in Safdarjung, was built on really high-tech science of that time, machines imported from the US, from Europe, from Austria, Germany, several countries. And it was a pioneering business at that time to bring those kind of machines to make people look and feel better, or, whatever the issues they might have had, whatever mirror told them that that's something that they didn't like about it, they could do something about it. So I think the brand was built with this vision of transforming how people look based on whatever they feel that they need to change about what the mirror tells them and how they look and feel, and to use high science, latest in science and technology to help consumers with that. And that's the journey that the brand has been on. It started with services play, which is all the clinics that
Mm-hmm.
we are talking about. We have more than 300 clinics now around the world, and that has been the journey. I think at some point the brand introduced products as well in the repertoire, so it became an
Yes.
integrated services and products platform. And it was fantastic because not only people could dramatically alter and get the benefits, on the beauty side, but they could sustain those results through, at home care using the kind of products that VLCC was bringing to them. And like I said, I think it started with one clinic. Over the years, now we are present in 9 countries. We have more than 300 clinics. Long way still to go. The penetration in all these markets, especially in India, which is our prime market, the penetration of these advanced beauty services is relatively small still compared to any other market that you look at. So there is a lot of runway still ahead of us as we look at this journey.
Great. So yeah, I know it's been like so long for me also. Like VLCC, I started going when I was in college. Before that,
Yeah.
so
No,
yes.
we hear that. I mean, it was the same with me. I mean, I've also been seeing VLCC, never visited. I come from a small town, but I've been seeing, VLCC, all those transformation ads you would remember. It used to be
Yes.
on the front page of the newspaper, the before and after images, right? So
Mhm.
clearly, it was something which was ahead of its time. Like I said, it was a pioneer, it was
Yes,
a
it's a
true innovator.
pioneering thing.
And I
Yes.
think the task for people like us now who are taking this legacy forward is to stay ahead of the curve, to stay always ahead in terms of innovation, the benefits that we deliver, and expand the footprint.
Mm-hmm.
Serving more and more people, more and more consumers, not just in the top cities, but also in tier two cities, tier three cities, and so on. Because the aspirations now have got democratized.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody sees the same kind of images through social media, through other media channels, etc. And now it's the role of market leaders like VLCC to bring that access to them where they are, and make sure that they can partake into these fantastic transformative services and products that VLCC gives.
Fantastic, sir. How do you perceive the evolution of the beauty care industry in India? We are generally talking about the industry, beauty care industry.
Right.
And could you highlight some significant milestones or transformations that have really, hit you in a way that you think this is new in the industry?
Right.
Hmm.
So I think, the evolution in the beauty industry mirrors, in a lot of ways, it mirrors the economic growth of the country.
Yes,
You
true.
know, when you are, you only have X amount of money, you are focused on subsistence, you are focused on just making sure that, you have basics covered. And that is where you use certain kind of products. As your income grows, you keep adding new categories into your repertoire, right?
Yes.
And we have seen that, you can map the per capita income in various countries, and you can plot it against the per capita consumption, let's say, of beauty and personal care products. And you will see that there is a very strong correlation between the two. So India, for a lot many years, was largely dependent on basic mass market products, whether it is fairness creams, whether it is soaps, talcum powders, basic fragrances, etc. As the country has progressed economically, as the incomes have increased, especially as more women have come into workforce,
Yes.
become more financially independent and empowered, and the influx of media, like I said, where they get to see, all around the world what people are using, what are the trends, etc. The access and the desirability of using those products, new categories, has also risen in the same manner. And I think that trend has got accelerated with new channels like e-commerce, which have come in the last 10 years. Because earlier, even if you wanted to buy certain new categories or certain new products or certain new brands, you didn't have access to them.
Yes.
And with e-commerce, now suddenly you have democratized the access. So people have more money, people have more desire, and people have more access. And that is what has really accelerated the growth in the beauty and personal care industry. A lot of new categories have gotten added, whether it is color cosmetics, whether it is things like serums, body mists, and various products. The other end of the evolution which has happened, again, it is about price points, it is about innovation. Earlier, people, brands and entrepreneurs and innovators could not give a lot of products which actually make a genuine difference to you, right, in terms of results. So if there are basic mass market products, they can only give you this much benefit. Now, because people can afford higher price products, you can add what is called active ingredients at a much higher level of incorporation in your products, right? So that's the other element that has now happened, that the products which are now being available, some of these new categories, they actually give you the kind of benefits which were only, let's say, at a claim level earlier, and they were not at a actual delivery level from a consumer standpoint, right? So I think that is the trend which has really happened. And the game changer in all of this, Abha, is actually the services business. Because I have worked all my life on products, consumer products, across the world, first with Unilever and then with other companies as well. And products still only can reach an X level in terms of what they can change and the problems they can solve, whether it is, let's say, an acne problem or pigmentation problem or scars that you might have on your skin, etc., etc. What I have now seen, ever since I've come into the world of VLCC, is how technology is at a place where, through the use of these high-end machines, high-end services, which are all FDA approved and all, completely safe and used under the guidance of top dermatologists and other medical professionals, you can actually deliver far higher results than you can ever dream of, that you can do with the products. So the entire thing now, in my view, that is the game changer. Like I said, the desirability is there. Let's say a young girl is coming into the workforce. She's starting to, she gets an engineer job, let's say in Bangalore. She earns 25 lakh rupees. Suddenly she has aspirations, in terms of fashion, in terms of style, in terms of appearance. And earlier she could not use many things to sort of meet those aspirations. Now with these services that I'm talking about, she can actually get the transformation effect that she's seeking, from herself. So to me, that is the game changer. And that is what I mean now. VLCC being the market leader, our job is to make more and more people aware that you don't need to be satisfied with status quo. Our insight is that, whenever you look into the mirror, you find some problem or the other, or you find faults, in yourself, and you wish that something could be different. VLCC makes it possible, right? So I think that is, to me, the biggest game changer. And my role now that I'm introduced to this world, is to make many, many more people aware that you can do something about it, and make it accessible to them near where they live, whether it is large cities or smaller cities, so that they can actually meet the kind of aspirations they have from their own beauty and how their appearance is. And, that would help them express themselves to the best of, that brings the best version of themselves to the world. Nobody needs to be hindered by how they appear or how they look anymore. They can actually make that difference in the real world.
True. Great. So you have really enriched me with this, all this. This can help me in making an article as well.
No, I'm actually, and you're absolutely right. See, even I didn't know. And we keep saying, okay, we target the top 10% of the country, but top 10% of the country still doesn't know that these kind of services exist. At best, people know there is a salon. Now in salon, you can get your hair changed, maybe you can get a facial. What else can you do? But the fact that there is science available now, technology available now, which, rich countries, the affluent countries already use those consumers. If you look at some of our film stars, the celebrities, they already use those kind of services. But it was not available to, let's say, the next layer of the population.
Yes,
and our role is to make it available and make people aware of this. So it's a market development job. And I do believe that this is really, especially from a women perspective, because this insight that I talked about, that the most beautiful woman, when she sees herself in the mirror, she still finds some imperfections. Okay. Yes. And I think VLCC helps them take care of whatever they believe is the thing that they want to take care of. And that can help them bring their best to the world and express themselves in the best possible manner in the world, in their reality.
Great. So Bhumika just told me that VLCC is launching a new collection. So it would be great if you can walk us through the new range. What is the idea behind the new launch of products and all?
Right. Now, it's thank you for asking that question, because I'm truly passionate about this. I think it's everything that VLCC is expert at, okay? Which is all these services that I talk about. We have served over the last 20 years more than 2 million consumers. We employ more than 300 medical professionals in the country. So all this feedback that we have from the consumers, all this expertise that we have through these medical professionals in solving these 2 million happy consumers' problems, concern areas, etc. What we have done is now we have synthesized into a range of products, which is called VLCC Clinic. And essentially, VLCC Clinic product range is designed to give you much higher level of results and delivery than any products that you see in the market. Why do we see that? It's almost like clinic-like results. Okay. So what we are saying is that this is truly a transformative level of delivery that we are promising. What you could get in our clinics, I mean, you should come and take that service and use the products in an integrated manner. But even if you just take the products, the results that you're going to get are much higher than what you see typically in the market at the moment. You see a plethora of brands who have come in the Indian market in the last 5-7 years,
True,
and
very
all of them are driving, their brand through influencers. And what our humble submission is that not all influencers are experts. When it comes to your beauty care, when it comes to your skin care, when it comes to your personal care needs, you should trust the expert. And we believe VLCC is that expert because of all of this that I'm talking about. 2 million happy customers, more than 300 medical professionals. We have our in-house R&D. We have our in-house factories. And we have synthesized all the feedback, all the learnings, and we have put out a regime-based product range. Because we also believe that there are no magical products. It's not like I'll give you a magic product and today you have acne, tomorrow it disappears.
Yes,
You
yes.
need to have an entire regime of products, whether it is a face wash, whether it is a serum, whether it is a scrub, whether it is a night cream. So all these categories that you use today from maybe different brands for different needs, you need to put it together for your key need. And that is what we have brought. In fact, we should be sending you some products. We will do that fairly soon because we've just launched it. You must use it and give us your feedback as well, because we are very, very excited about this and truly differentiated from the other brands because, like I said, we come from a place of expertise and not just marketing mumbo jumbo and paying some influencers to talk well about us. And the second thing is that it integrates our clinic business with our products business. The range is called VLCC Clinic. It's for clinic-like results. And it's an entire range of 55 products. That's just the first phase. In the next couple of phases, we will increase this range to almost 150 products and we'll cover many, many benefit platforms. A lot of them are not even available in the market at the moment.
Okay. So these will be just a face wash and all these serums and creams.
Yeah, there are lots of, like I say, yeah, exactly. So there is all the different categories because you have to use a regime.
Okay.
All the things that you apply, let's say on your face for your face care, if you have a certain type of skin, if you have certain needs, you need to understand that deeply. And then our experts will actually guide you as to which regime is best for your skin.
Best for your skin.
So if you go to our stores or if you go to our clinics, we use a very advanced skin analyzer tools, which can, in a very quick period, like 2-3 minutes of scanning your skin, it can give you the entire lowdown on what your skin looks like, what are the good things about your skin, what are not so good things, what are the priorities that you should take care of, your skin. And then based on that, in a very consultative manner, it'll recommend to you the regime of products that you should use. So whatever 3, 4, or 5 products that you should use on an everyday basis to get the kind of results that we are promising, which is very high order of results.
Okay. Like what can the consumers, you have already answered some of it actually, but still, what can the consumers expect from the upcoming range and what is the uniqueness of the, how is it different from the competition that you yourself said? There are so many brands, plethora of brands now in the industry. So how do you say it would be unique?
So I think 2 things I would say. First of all, these products have been formulated, designed, and produced by true experts in this industry. Okay. We don't go to third parties. We don't take off-the-shelf formulations, which a lot of other people take. We have built this with deep understanding and expertise. Okay. Years of experience and consumer feedback with us. We have worked with our dermatologists. We have worked and tested on our consumers to create these kind of products, and they deliver tangible results. Okay. The second thing I would say is our products are very customized. Okay. So it's not like we are giving one product which is for everyone. We are saying for different skin types, for different concerns, there are specific regimes that we are recommending for you. For best results, you should actually go to a store near you or a clinic near you where you can get your skin analyzed, and they'll give you a free consultation on what are the kind of products you should be using. But even if you can't do that, you can go online, you can check all the content is available online on vlcc.com/products, or you can go to marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart, etc., and you will be able to see the details, and you can figure out for yourself which is the right regime for you. So it's not one size fits all. It is very unique, customized products that we have created. But just one caution that I want to give to all your viewers, listeners, is that, if you get into clinic range, you should at least use it for 3 months.
Okay.
Okay. Because I'm very clearly saying that all the problems that you might have on your skin or the results you want to see, it's not going to happen overnight. It's only when you use it on a regular basis as a regime for a few weeks, maybe 3 months, that is when you will see a tangible difference in your skin. So people who don't have that patience, I would suggest don't use it, because we are so confident of our products and our delivery that we want people to genuinely get benefit out of them. Okay. So that is the only caution I would have. Otherwise, these are the very best products that you can find in the market internationally as well.
Okay. Great. And so as we already mentioned that the brand started in 1989, and so it's been like 25, 30 years now. So how has it been revamping itself to stay ahead in the race, in the competitive market? What strategies does VLCC employ to differentiate itself and maintain its position in the beauty and the wellness sector?
I think it's very simple. Like I said, we started with this vision that we will be the technology leader, and we will deliver genuine transformations. We don't only talk, we deliver. Okay. That is why our consumer satisfaction scores are off the charts. Okay. So that vision has kept us on our toes all these 35 years. Whether it is the services or the products, we are always, the benefit that we have is that we talk to our consumers on a daily basis, right? Because these are consumers who come in our clinics, we understand who they are, what do they do, what are the problems they're facing, what is their eating habit, what is their skincare habit, what are their other habits, allergies, medical conditions. And with all that understanding, we deliver services and products to them which deliver genuine transformations. Okay. Anytime we are behind the curve, we will get immediate feedback. So it's this constant feedback loop that we get directly with no sort of intermediaries. That helps us to stay ahead of the curve, because only when we delight our consumer, we know that we are doing our job well. Okay. We have lots of experts. Like I said, we have more than 300 medical professionals employed with VLCC. These are the people who are already ahead. We write a lot of research papers, etc. They are ahead in their field. They keep sort of abreast of all the developments that are happening. We have a large supplier network, which are suppliers of, let's say, high-end machines from Europe, Korea, US, and so on. So they keep telling us, okay, what are the innovation funnels looking like, and what we can take into India. In a lot of cases now, we are getting into clinical trials as well on their behalf, to make sure that they are authorized to bring their products and machines into India. So all of this, network and the direct consumer feedback that we get from hundreds and thousands of consumers every year, that really helps us to stay ahead. I think the day we are not the innovation leader, that is the day that the brand will start going down. So the fact that we have been here for 35 years, growing and thriving year on year, that just tells you that, we are on the right track.
Okay. So what are the marketing strategies that you ensure, for your products and your services, basically? Marketing angle.
It's very simple. I think, what are our brand pillars? Our brand pillars are very clear. We are about transformation. So transformation means all our products and services need to deliver tangible results. Okay. If you use our products and your husband, your brother, your sister cannot see it, okay, and you can't see it in the mirror, that means we have failed. Okay. So transformation is the first pillar. Second is that it has to be high science. So that means we will always be at the forefront of technology, science, innovation, research, and development. Okay. The third one is the element of expertise. The element of expertise comes from all these medical professionals that I talked about, more than 300. You know, 2/3 of them are dermats itself, right? And then the fourth one is the earned trust that we have, which is the 35 years of expertise and being in the business. You know, you can't buy that off the shelf. You have to spend 35 years to get that kind of credibility and trust from our consumers. So these are the pillars that guide us. These are the pillars that help us design our products, design our services. And like I said, you know, if we stay true to that, that is truly differentiated. You know, like I said, I've been in the consumer industry, consumer products industry for a very long time. I do know that a lot of brands are just sort of bringing products which are available off the shelf from third parties. There isn't enough research effort behind them. There isn't enough understanding of the Indian skin conditions and Indian habits per se, and the problems that are there. So I think we are a combination of having deep consumer insights and deep research and technology insights, and we bring them together to create these products which affect genuine transformations and deliver results. That's a simple strategy that we have. No mumbo jumbo.
Okay. Great. So, how do you stay updated with the latest trends and innovations in the beauty and the wellness industry? And how does this influence your marketing strategies?
I think I answered. I think the first is that we are directly in touch with our customers. So
True.
last year itself, we served more than 200,000 customers. And these customers would have spent anywhere between 3 hours to 100 hours in our clinics. So you can imagine it's direct consumer feedback. So we stay ahead because we deeply understand what consumers are talking today. Okay. Second, all these medical professionals, all our R&D teams, etc., these are people who are people of science.
Yes.
So they keep abreast and they are always ahead. And that's the intelligence that they bring into the work that they do. The third is the network of suppliers and partners that we have. And these are not just in India, these are all over the world. And because we are largest player by far in this sector in India, we are the first people that they want to talk about new technology, new developments, what are the trends that are happening in other more advanced markets. And our typical response to them is that whatever has been authorized to come to India, we will be the first ones to bring it. We have a panel of power consumers, which are our loyal customers who have been there for us for a long time. We typically invite them to take trials of some of these new services and products, etc. And based on that feedback, we either scale it or we jump it, right? So these are the three key aspects. Of course, our team goes, travels around the world as well, to big events like Cosmoprof, etc. There are many other industry events that they go. But yeah, it's a continuous loop of feedback that we get from the suppliers, the producers, as well as consumers, and that helps us just ahead of the curve.
Yes, true. Nowadays, the social thing, like the social media is really going, and AI thing is really in. So how is VLCC leveraging this digital marketing and social media influencers to for its products and services? Are you in favor of this?
No, see, I mean, it's nothing to do with me being in favor or against this. I
Yes.
think so. We are doing a lot. So, digital channels, digital is where consumers are, and especially our target audience is, younger generation. Let's say somebody who's entering the workforce or about to get married. That is where we want to first introduce them to VLCC, because we believe that once they taste the results of VLCC products and services, they will stay with us for a long, long time, all the life stages
Yes.
after that. So we are using a lot of digital marketing where, again, it is about the kind of results they can get. And we typically invite them for free trials. So that is a very successful engine that we have created, which is very nuanced. Last year itself, we acquired, we delivered almost 80% growth on our new customers from the previous year. So that just tells you that our digital marketing engine is working very well. And it is precisely aimed at inviting consumers to come to a VLCC clinic and get a free consultation, about whatever issue they might have. And I think from there on, it becomes a very live, consultative, collaborative, solution-oriented, bespoke approach that our clinics take. Okay, so that's on that. I think, to be honest with you, on social media, maybe our act is not as strong, and it needs to be stronger. And the reason why it is not as strong is because we don't believe in, we believe in genuine ambassadors, people who have experienced VLCC to talk about VLCC. So
Yes.
we want to come from a position of more authentic, our consumers talking about it, our experts talking about it, than just the sort of so-called influencers that we call, which, so we will do more and more of that. Now we will give platform to our dermats, we will give platform to our nutritionists, our doctors to talk more on our social media. And we will give a platform to our consumers as well, the happy consumers who have, whose lives have got transformed through VLCC, to talk more about VLCC. I think AI is there and we are using a lot of artificial intelligence now, from a customer service perspective, from the perspective of designing some of the tools. Like I said, there is a skin analyzer tool, there is a hair analyzer tool, there is a body composition analysis that happens. These use a lot of artificial intelligence to give you very precise results. So we are at the cutting edge, using those kind of technologies to help our consumers.
Okay. So I hope I'm not taking much of your time.
No, it's okay. We have time.
Yeah. How do you believe? Like, I heard that Tamanna Bhatia is the brand's ambassador, right?
Yes.
Yes. So, how do you think that the social, celebrities can affect the brand, and what other celebrities do we expect in the future to endorse the brand as such?
Okay. See, I tell you, in my view, the celebrities that the brand has are its offerings. It's the services we provide, it's the products we provide. I think those are the real celebrities. I think we have used celebrities in the past. We might use other celebrities as well going forward. But my focus is on making celebrities out of these genuine solutions that we give. They need to talk, again. So, that is just my bias, maybe, that, our true differentiation is not use of a famous person. It is actually getting everybody to experience the magic that is VLCC services and products. So that is what we will focus on more and more.
That's
Actual
awesome.
delivery as well as marketing.
Great. That's awesome, because nowadays I've seen that, all brands use social, celebrities and social influencers, everybody to be on stage to, recommend the brand.
Right.
VLCC is one of the, the traditional players in the industry. And nowadays, there are many newer brands on the stage. So how do you assess the market worth and growth potential of Indian beauty brands? And how have, these brands, the newer brands, contributed to the evolution of the industry as such?
I think
the D2C brands that's now,
yeah.
like Mamaearth is there, SkinQ, Love Child, so many brands are there.
No, I think these brands have truly captured the need and desires of a digitally savvy, younger, more affluent, more aspirational audience in the country. Okay. And some of the old age brands, again, I'm talking about from the product side, they were behind the curve, but they were right for that time. Okay.
Okay.
So, so these new brands have filled that gap, which is what I was saying, as India becomes more affluent, as women become more empowered,
Yes.
as they get more exposure to the outside world, these brands
They've
have filled
captured
that gap.
thing.
Yeah. But I think the point I'm trying to make is that we are still very underpenetrated as a country in terms of these advanced, beauty products. So, there is a huge headroom, whether you compare to developed economies, even if you compare to similar developing economies, India is still, far behind in terms of the per capita consumption and the kind of categories that people use, the kind of product people use, on a daily basis. So I think that's what it is. I think the way I would say, from a VLCC perspective, two things. One, brands are built over generations, and that is where I can quote many data points to you. The moment VLCC offers people something right and something tangible, it's literally we see the kind of growth that we see on the brand, right? So you don't need to oversell it, you don't need to spend a lot on marketing, so your unit economics are in a much better shape. The second thing is that the game changer to me, even with all these new age brands versus old age brands, etc., is the services bit, because that is where you truly transform yourself. Okay, no product, you can have a magic potion from heaven, can transform you the way some of these advanced beauty services can transform you. So that is the game changer, and I think that is the mission that we are on, to make more and more people aware and more people try and experience the magic of transformation through VLCC services, and products sort of come as an integrated offering along with that.
That would be all.
Cool. Thank you so much, Abha.